out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Zone read here, Shipley.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
When you look at this defense,
this unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A run on first down with Shipley.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Martin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Burke. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
Well, warm up QB too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Tua. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
looking to pass. Tua. This complete to Martin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. And Martin's got it complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Shipley.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
No, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Burke. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Down to about the 37. The Dolphins at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go, set.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Running right, here's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Burke.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Sheds off the tackle.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
I know, but now a loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and the lead will stay put at 17.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now Tua. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On the counter, here's Jones.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4.
All right, come on.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs get a bit closer. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The lane opens here. He's past the...
We're about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. A give, running right, Achane. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 23, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll run, Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and goal from the 1. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd and inches.
Tua.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
From the 46, here's second down and 2. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
This is White on the screen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Shipley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
He'll drop to throw. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Burke. Here's a diving catch right side. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up landing over 20 yards.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
138 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So, to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Davis. It's complete.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40.
They'll give it to Shipley.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to get away. Dancing to his left. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. From the gun, it's Tua.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
70 range. Riggs.
Back to throw. Burke.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Burke. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Dolphins look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run. Here's Shipley.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Still 15 yards to go, second down. Tua going to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
From midfield, here's Tua. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go now.
On third down, Achane. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Ready? 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Off the play fake, Burke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Bring it. Set up. Ready.
On the handoff, it's Achane. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Off the bootleg. Burke rolling to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Nico Collins.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Shipley again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
A run on first down with Shipley.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
To the right side goes Shipley.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, they go with Shipley. Down the sideline he goes.
And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On the handoff, it's Shipley. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Shipley. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Tua. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Makes the score Dolphins 52, Buccaneers 24.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pushing his way through. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skilla, baby. And the thing about your boy is, but you can whip your loving on me. That's right, whip your loving on me. Young J-A-C-K-A-K-A, Rico like Suave, young Enrique, speaking at AKA. She's an alpha, but not around your boy. She get quiet around your boy. Hold on, don't know what you heard or what you thought about your boy, but they lied about your boy. Going dumb and it's something idiotic about your boy. She wearing cheetah print, that's how bad she won't be spotted around your boy.
I want no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down, but you
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me, whip your lovin' on me. Young MISSIONARY, he's sharp like barbed wire. She stole my heart, then she got archived. I keep it short with a Lord Farquaad. All the girls in the front row, all the girls at the barricade, all the girls have been waiting all day. Let your tongue hang out, everything. If you came with a man, let go of his hand. Everybody in the suite kicking up their feet, stand up, dance. I see you. And all the guys in the back waiting on the next track. Cut your boy a little slack. It's Young Jack. I'm vanilla, baby. I'll you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I get love in Detroit like Skillet, baby. And the thing about your boy is I don't like no whips and chains, and you